Hi there. So I apologize for cutting the video. I was receiving a phone call from my dad, and I have to answer that. Now, by the way, I hope you still watching this because I don't have in mind to merge the two videos. So probably I'm gonna be uploading this in a second YouTube video. So yes, I think that I already explained more or less what everything does. I can go into more details further, but for now I think that is good. So it's time for testing this out. So on my Wire Nomad side, where I have configured all these options, I need to click on update. Okay. Now we have a message that say cache was activated successfully. Spire header has been set successfully, and setting has been saved. So right now, just because this option is off, so if I visit this page with a not logged in user, a cache page will not get generated automatically for it. So, but if this option is on, so every time that a user request to visit a page, then the plugin is going to check if that page doesn't have a cache file yet, and if it doesn't, then it's going to create a cache file, the optimized cache file for that. So, but just because I'm running a test here, I don't want to set this on. So I'm gonna come here to just please notice that this option is on, show columns tool on pause, and that means that if I come here, actually I had it open there. So if I come here, now you will have this column here where you can manually speed up the page that you want. So I'm gonna be looking for the front page. Hopefully it is on this. Well, I think that is page number 2. Front page here is. I'm gonna click on this one, and I'm gonna click on speed up. Now what this thing is gonna do is gonna be calling my API, which is hosted in another server, and it's gonna be sending the HTML of this page, and then for the API to do the process. So as you can see, it's going forward. The API is receiving that HTML. It's gonna be making all the magic there. It's going to be compressing the images. It's going to be creating the critical CSS, and if depending of the options that you have set there, then it's going to be just rendering above the full HTML, and then it's going to be kind in templates. So it's going to be not deferring, but making the logic to load all these JavaScript after users start interacting with the page, and once it's done, it's gonna send all that information back to our site, to your site in this case, and it's gonna store it in a cache file. Now every time that you visit, for example, in my case, if I visit this page, it's gonna check if that cache file is 6. If it does, it's gonna serve that cache file. If it doesn't, then it's gonna serve a regular page, in this case the front page. So I'm going to refresh now. Okay, and as you can see, everything remained the same, but now we don't have a single JavaScript file being loaded. Actually, if I click on CSS, we don't even have a single JavaScript or CSS file being loaded. And if I just go to the console, we have here a console log that say with speed cache file created, and now we have the date where that cache file was created. This is just for development purposes, but you can tell if your site is serving a cache file or not just by looking at this line here. Now and now I have dash, and now it say desktop. Why? Well, because I'm serving for better say I'm creating, when you call the API by clicking this button here, the API is going to be creating 2 cache files. So one optimized for desktop and a second one optimized for mobile. So I don't want to go into detail there, but just for you to know. If I visit, for example, this page on a mobile device, and I click here on refresh, right? Now you will see that this cache file say dash mobile, and it is a different cache file. Now, as I mentioned before, um, again, as I mentioned before, nothing gets loaded here, but then as soon as I start hovering, boom, all the magic happen. Now, what is the result of that? How can we tell this is good, this is bad? Well, we just need to come here and say web speed. Well, no web speed, like site speed test. And I'm going to again make a test for this site. Excuse me. Mhm. And now we have 100% on desktop. As you can see here, everything is clean, and on desktop everything here is clean, and then we have 100% as well. Now probably you could say, well, you know, we got 94 here, it wasn't a big deal to get from 94 to 100, or in this case 69 for mobile. For my experience and what I have saw, so 69 is pretty good, because most of the sites fell under below 50 or even below 40 for mobile. So 69 is pretty good. So going from 69 to 100% probably doesn't require too much effort. And believe me, I have tried this on other sites, and the difference is massive. I mean, I have tried this on sites where we got 30 something. Actually, let me just, with, if the guys of this site, excuse me, for example, it's on streamhatchet.com. This is a site where I work. This is not under my domain. This is somebody else's site. So let me just take this as an example. If I go to streamhatchet.com and I test, let me just check my plugin is on. Actually, I don't know why I know why I did login. So let me just check. Okay, here. So as you can see here, my plugin is on. We have the WebSpeed cache file created. It say the date when this cache file was created. As you can see, this was created on the 23rd, like today is 26, like 3 days ago. And if I just come here and I will go ahead and I'm going to deactivate the cache file just temporarily. Okay, so I'm gonna come. Well, I haven't on this version of the plugin. I haven't placed it here on the main menu yet. It's still under tools, and the name is optimization, but it's pretty much the same thing. So I just need to come here and deactivate the main switch. Now, if I go to site speed test and I say I want to check for stream hatchet. Okay, streamhatchet.com. it's taking a while. But again, my plugins is deactivated, so let's wait until it finish. I think that probably I have to pause this. Okay. Actually, let me see. No, there is no way to pause this. Okay, so I guess we have to wait. So if you're like s- scroll down on YouTube or whatever, okay, as you can see, this site is serving 41 on mobile, and on desktop we have 59. So this is more or less uh, what the average site serve when they uh, do this stat with page speed inside. So they get like 40 something, or maybe in the best case 50, and then on desktop, so more or less between 50 and 60. So um, I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna activate the cache. Again, this cache file that is being served is not a simple cache file. It's a very well optimized cache file. So that's where the magic happens. So I'm gonna just redo. Actually, let me just open a new tab, because sometimes Google Page Insights, it detects that you want to analyze the same page, and if not a given amount of time has elapsed, so it just kind of serves the same thing, and we don't want to do that. We just want to see the difference. So hopefully this time the diagnose runs faster, so we have the result much faster. And here we go. So now we just jump from 59 to 98, and this is very good. As you can see, there are some warning here, but all the errors are gone, and the most of the warners are gone as well. Now these are things that I have in mind to keep working on, but I think that the plugin is on a very good state right now for being launched. So mobile, if I go to desktop, then we have 100%, and again we just have a couple of warning here, and not a big deal. Now I'm not focusing on accessibility, and neither on SEO, and neither on best practices. So my plugin is just focusing on performance. In the future, I could extend this to cover everything, but for now, I'm looking at performance things. So I'm looking for the page to load fast. So that's it. I hope you guys you have enjoyed the video. Again, I'm looking for a couple of people, probably 10, something like that, for test this thing out. So I'm gonna be happy to send them the plugins files. If you want to go ahead and jump into creating an account, well, actually, it will not be enough to send the files, because you will need an API key to be able to use it. So I invite you to go ahead to this domain, webspeed.ai, and jump into a subscription. It's free, you don't need to pay nothing for that. But then you will have access to download the files, and then you will have access to get a secret key. Then you can install the thing on your side, do the same thing that I did. If it worked for you, then I invite you to keep it. You don't need to pay nothing to me. So far, as far as I get your feedback. So you can use initially we have a next trial uh, period of 3 days, but I can of course extend that for unlimited time, so you can keep it used as far as Again, if I test it, if one of you provide me some feedback, I just want to run some tests, get your feedback, let me know if it is working for you, if it's not working for you, and if it is not working, then I will try to replicate that issues on my environment, hopefully fix it, and send to you an updated version. So with that feedback, hopefully we are gonna make the plugin more compatible with everybody, and you can have a pretty fast loading site. Uh, I hope that makes sense. So that's it. Bye for now.